Well, welcome back to Your Carolina. It's one of my favorite segments because it's when we get to work it on a Wednesday, and we have got Natalie Marzucco with the Studio M and Makeup by Marzucco to talk brushes. Okay, sometimes it may make sense like, oh, of course, this is what you use to put blush on, but there's so many different options, and I always get confused. When do I use this skinny one? When do I use this fat one? So I'm gonna take the guesswork out of it.
It really just depends. So there's so many different brushes. You know, certain brushes you definitely want to use for your liquid foundations, your cream blushes, your liquid products, and then your other brushes, typically like your fluffier ones, you want to use for more of your powder products. And it's always a good idea to have a combination of both.
Okay, so why would you use a brush for something liquid and not one of those little sponge things?
Because certain sponges can actually soak up your makeup. When you're using a really
So it's not even going on
Exactly, exactly. So a good professional brush will actually give you a more just smoother professional finish. You won't have like a blotchy look to it, and you're actually gonna save product by painting it on with a brush versus the sponge soaking it up off and off your face. You
That
know,
makes
use a
so
whole
much
lot less
sense,
product
because
too.
sponge, soaks things
It soaks
up.
it up, exactly.
Okay, so which of these would be a good foundation, liquid foundation
A good
brush?
liquid foundation brush, I would say this one. This is what a typical foundation brush looks like. It's almost like a paintbrush.
Yeah.
Basically,
Feel
yeah.
like you're really painting your
Yeah,
face.
you are typically just painting your face. You just, just do small strokes down the cheek area. And
Now,
then
would you put your foundation on, like do little dot, 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 and then kind of just
you
go
can
in
do
and
dots
paint?
on the face. I see a lot of people do that, but if you're just gonna like dot the foundation on the face, work on that area before the foundation dries. That's my recommendation, because if you just like let the little dots dry on the face,
Oh yeah, then you're gonna
it
look
might
silly.
not,
Yeah,
exactly, it might not blend as easily as it could.
Yeah. Okay, all right, so there we go. So now we know the base.
That's
we got
for
your base
liquid
covered.
foundation.
Okay.
And then after that, of course, you're going to want to set it with powder.
Yep.
Your powder brush is going to be a little large, a little fluffy. This
Okay.
is great for setting. And I think we talked about this before, about kind of like just setting and rolling the powder on the skin.
Yes.
So you actually
Okay,
set
let me
the
practice, because I
foundation.
was doing it. Because before, sometimes it just feels good to go like that,
Right,
but that's
exactly.
not doing it.
You want
So
to
you gotta
set and roll, set
set
and
and
roll.
roll.
Exactly, because you don't want to disturb the liquid foundation
don't
that's underneath.
disturb. I spent a lot of time.
Exactly, and then while you're pressing the powder into the skin,
Okay.
and then after you're done with powder, you want to get the baby version
Okay.
of that brush.
We
It's
got
a little
mama,
bit smaller.
then we got baby, okay.
This is great for blush. So when you smile, you want your blush to go on the apples of the cheek. That way you're not spreading your blush everywhere.
See, mine looks so much bigger. Maybe that's why sometimes I was telling Heather the other day I was doing blush up where our
Upstairs.
office
Yeah.
are, and there's like no lights. I came downstairs, looked like the biggest. I mean, I was like, oh my gosh, like it was
Right, so if you use a
crazy.
smaller, brush for your blush, you're not going to just spread it all over. So just definitely want to use a certain brush depending on what area of the face you're going for. A smaller brush for a smaller area on the face.
That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now let's get to the eyes in our last
Ooh,
minute, because I know
for
this
the
is
eyes.
where when Natalie comes to do your makeup, which she does for a living, and she's fantastic at it.
Thank you.
She seriously has like 19 brushes for
I
your
love
eyes.
brushes. I'm obsessed with brushes. When it comes to eyes, it's important to have a variety of brushes. This is going to be your most important brush. This is for your crease blending brush. This is to get that great eyeshadow blend. And then you definitely need a good angle brush. This could do eyeliner, this could do brows. And when it comes to more detailed looks, sometimes I even go to like an art supply store. It's like Michael's or Hobby Lobby to get really fine eyeliner brushes to get that perfect defined eyeliner.
I like it. So if the eyeliner scares you and you just do the kind that's in a stick and you just kind of do it like that, like some of us may do, because I'm not as talented as you, what 2 brushes or 3 brushes do I need to have for?
I would definitely say your 2 liner brushes and something a little bit smaller.
Okay.
The larger one, you may not have as much control, but when you have a smaller, thinner tip, you're able to get more precision and more control of your liner that way.
And you know how you put kind of like the little base on? Do you use that one for like the?
A base shadow, yeah, you can either use that or your finger or even a flat brush. A flat brush also comes in handy for your cream bases or even patting on like your loose pigments, your glitters, or your shadows that need to be patted on versus blended on, because that's your blender, and then this is what you're going to pat on with.
See, who knew that so many things
There's
could do
so
it,
many
and
brushes.
it makes such a difference. So if you're still like, wait, what? I'm confused. Just have her do your makeup one time. She'll make you look amazing.
I'll have explained it all to you.
Yes, she'll do it. Thank you so much,
Thank you for
Natalie.
having
Find her on
me.
social media too and on her website. All right, coming up next, we're heading into the kitchen with the Chef's Kitchen. We'll see what's for dinner.